Hey everyone, this is Justin from Day Trade the Markets on Tuesday the 8th of May. I wanted to take a quick look. I'll make this quick. I'm not feeling 100%, so I'll be quick. But some interesting structure on the way down, and then some interesting clues before we head our way up. Excuse me. But heading into the day, our bias was down. We were looking, the market closed above the 62 quarter area here, but we were looking at that as heading into the day potential support. When we opened above, we were looking at it as potential resistance at that point. But you can see that, well, it's a little hard to see, but early on we had what we call a high velocity move made by sellers right in here. And that's our first, we talk about expectation for these structures, and our first expectation is that the high of this high velocity move made by sellers should act as resistance, and that's what happened. So that's giving us a very strong clue that the sellers were in control at this point, and that also matches up with our down bias and our filter at that point, which was strongly bearish. So then you can see we got below this barrier here and it turned over to red, showing a resistance. The market popped up to that level and decelerated. So that's kind of one of our, what we call our textbook confluence type of a setup, where again, bigger picture bias is down, filter is dark red for strongly bearish. We've got a market that tests into our intraday resistance zone. It even decelerates right there. So a lot of clues looking, in our favor at that point, telling us that's a relatively high probability place to be getting into the market. And then you can see we have another we call level 2 selling aggression, telling us very strong selling aggression still into the market. It wasn't until we made this low that we started to get some buying, what we call level 2 buying aggression coming into the market here. Another one here. Then we get rejected, so we go into a bit of a chop period right in here. But then we start to see, more buying. So again, buying here, buying there, strong buying, some buying there. We get a little selling here. And then some more strong buying here, strong buying here. Then what we call extreme buying. It's a little hard to see in this truncated chart, but what we call a level 3 buying aggression or extreme buying aggression. And again, our expectation is that the low of that bar is going to hold, which it did. Same thing here, where we have another level 3 extreme buying aggression bar. Expectation is that the low of that bar is going to hold, and it does. So another one right in here, the low of that held as well. You can see by this time our filter's turned over to green. We've got a green buying zone there. So it's against the bigger picture bias, but we had some clues again from earlier in the session, once a low was in place, that some buying was coming back into the market. So that's kind of the clues that we were getting. Here's another high velocity move made by buyers, etc. So again, excuse my voice. Heading into tomorrow, on the upside, again, monitor the 62 quarter area and the 1370 area as potential resistance. On the downside, look for the 49 and 46 as potential support. But the intraday bias is still down, and we would consider it still down until the market can take out and show some pretty good time and volume above the 1384.50 area. Real quick, let me show the crude oil here. Few people have been asking about that, so let me bring that chart over. So here's the crude oil, and again, kind of a similar scenario here, where on our way down you can see that our filter is red. We've got some strong selling aggression and then some extreme selling aggression, and again, our expectation is that the high of that's going to hold, and you can see that it did. So that's telling us the sellers are still in control. Another level 3 extreme selling aggression that just has follow through, kind of a wave of strong selling aggression. Wasn't until this low here where we got what we call a level 3 buying aggression. That's showing us that, okay, price is auctioned low enough to attract some buying, and we got some extreme buying off of the low, and that kind of set the stage for that rally. You can see then we had more buying on the way up, buying aggression. The market did peter out a bit here at this resistance zone and did sell off a bit, but we had nothing extreme in terms of selling. We had just this minor, we don't really pay too much attention to these what we call level 1 selling aggression bars. It's just telling us to monitor it, but it's not until we see these bigger what we call level 2 and level 3 buying or selling aggression bars that we really pay attention. And here is once we break above this resistance, we have a level 3 buying aggression bar. Again, expectation is that the low of that's going to hold. And so you can see then we come in and test this buying, or excuse me, this intraday support when it turned over from, we had some resistance here, then it turned over to what we call support, or to support. Then we test down in there, and decent entry, as you could see, because off of the low it was showing us that some extreme buying was coming in. just giving us clues. So again, the whole point of this software is we've got these various tools, from the filter to the resistance and support zones to the you know selling and buying aggression bars, which are really kind of what we call our roadmap through the market, just telling us which side is in control. And it's not that this is telling you exactly where to buy, exactly where to sell, but it's giving you really good clues. And in our training, we talk about how to really make sense of these. I know I'm going through this kind of quickly. I'm not feeling 100%. But anyway, that's just a quick look at the ES and crude oil for today. And let us know if you have any questions about this. We'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. Okay, have a good evening and a good session on Wednesday. Take care.